Hey, let me tell you, I want y'all to notice something. When this word comes out, the devil always comes and tries to stop the word.
Bring it out!
Bring it out.
Right? We're trying to give you the keys to success in life.
That's right.
And the devil always comes. When the true gospel is being preached, the devil don't want that to come because the devil loves chaos and destruction.
That's right.
So what he's saying is accurate, but I want you to really understand why God says we should or we should not do something, right? Y'all believe God love y'all, right? Y'all believe God got your best interest in your heart, right? Okay. So I have on pants, you have on pants, right? What's the difference between when somebody look at me with pants on versus when they look at you with pants on? What you think?
Teach.
Bring it out.
Y'all come a little closer
Come on.
so y'all can hear me. I'm your brother.
Whoa.
I'm your uncle, something like that, right? So so what's the difference between when I have pants on and when you have pants on? What if somebody, I'm gonna help you out. If I have pants on, right, do you think anybody is noticing that I got pants on? That's just natural, right? What about the pants that you got on right now? What you think a man noticed?
Teach.
Bring it out.
What you think a man noticed? Be honest. Be honest.
Did I got on leggings?
Okay. Yes, he does notice that. But you have on leggings, and what else does he notice? Romans 7:14. Say again? You're behind. You're ashamed, sister.
Right.
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying? Now, what does that result in? I'm asking you, because you said a man, first thing he gonna notice when y'all got those pants on is your shape, right? What he likes. So, what comes from that? Lust and attention, which leads to what? That's why I say come close so I can hear you. Because this is good conversation, right? It's good conversation. So what comes from that? A lust, attention. Okay. And let's say you like what he says to you. Then what happens? We exchange numbers, or nowadays social media tags or whatever we do nowadays, right? Which leads to text, DMs, which leads to what? Eventually, what's the end goal? What's going to happen in the end? And what happens in a relationship? What happens in a relationship?
Come on.
Yeah. Huh? Okay, so that's it. That's all that happens in a relationship. How about intercourse, sex?
Bring it out.
Right.
That's what happens. And guess what all that started at? You with them pants on.
Bring it out.
That's where it all started. Read what you got.
Romans chapter 7, verse 14.
Bring it out.
For we know that the law is spiritual.
So everything that God tells us is spiritual. It has a spiritual meaning behind it, which leads to a physical meaning behind it. So I'm going to draw you a real quick line. You got on those pants. I like the way you shape. You know what I'm saying? We talk. We eventually get to know each other, whatever. We have intercourse. You know what I'm saying? What can happen from intercourse? Hebrews 13:4. What are the possibilities that can happen? Children? STDs? I like the way you're talking.
Bring it
Children?
out.
STDs? Baby mama drama? Baby daddy drama?
Right.
Stalking?
Bring it out.
Yeah, you familiar with all this stuff I'm saying, huh? Stalking, people because now you leaving this person and dealing with the next person. Now guess what we got? We got the whole hood. The whole hood is born. The whole hood is born, and all the crime and all of the things that we say that we don't understand.
Right.
Guess where all that came from? It all started from two people lusting after each other that had no business lusting after each other.
Right.
That's
Bring
where
out.
it all starts.
Right.
So that's the importance of when God says don't do something, don't do it.
Right.
Watch this.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Marriage is honorable in all.
And guess what was missing from all of that? Marriage. How old are you? What's your name? Kamaja. How old are you, Kamaja? 17. What's your name? Anala. How old are you? 17. What about my sister who you're trying to hide? Alayla. How old are you? 16. So we got two 17-year-olds and one 16-year-old.
Bring it out.
Are y'all, any of y'all have children? Are you ready for children? No. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to be honest, okay? And this is not a loaded question. Are y'all out here having sex? No. Okay. Hey, clap it up for the sisters. Clap it up. That is a great thing, as you shouldn't, because what did God say again?
Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable. God does not accept boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's right.
That's nowhere in the Bible.
Right.
Nowhere in the Bible was anybody ever boyfriend and girlfriend. God says marriage is honorable and what?
And the bed undefiled.
Once you get of age, y'all are not even of age to even be married. But
Right.
once you get of age and get married, then God says you can enjoy one another in the bedroom. Right? Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers.
But whoremongers and adulterers, do y'all know what that is? A whoremonger? A whore?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a whoremonger is someone who has all type of sexual relations with people. Right?
See?
So a whoremonger and an adulterer. What's an adulterer? Y'all know what that is? An adulterer is someone who has sex and is not married, right? Or someone who is cheating in a marriage, right? Having unlawful sex. I'll just say it like that, right?
Right.
The only sex that God acknowledges is for a man and a woman that are married. So if you're
That's
doing
right.
anything outside of that, you are an adulterer.
Bring it
Whether
out.
you're married
Bring it
or you're
out.
not. So God says an adulterer and a whoremonger, what?
God will judge.
God will judge.
That's right.
Now,
Bring it out.
we said it earlier. What are some of the things that can happen from having random casual sex? What you said earlier, Kamaja? STDs, babies, all of those things that plague our community.
Right.
Right? How many people y'all, let me ask y'all, was your fathers in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, all praises. But a lot of our people, what, they grew up with no daddy, right? And then what does that usually end up with how they behave growing up? A lot of them get in a lot of trouble, do what they want to do,
Right.
all of those different things, right? But because mama and daddy had no commitment to each other and they were just having sex because they liked how the other person looked.
Bring it out.
Now, don't get me wrong now. Of course you're supposed to be attracted to somebody, right? But all that comes in time through the way God says we're supposed to do it.
Right.
That's
Now,
right.
let me show you how God says you are supposed to dress. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
See?
Because this whole Bible, contrary to popular belief, is for us.
That's right.
When I say us, I'm talking about black people, Hispanic people,
Yep.
right? We're the same people.
Right.
This Bible is not for white people.
Bring it
That's
This
out.
Bible is not for Asian people.
Right.
This Bible is not for Arab
Right.
people. This Bible is for the Israelites.
That's
That
right.
is our God-given nationality.
Right.
We're not African American, Jamaican, Native Americans, any of those things.
Bring it
Hey, what
out.
do y'all call Officer Alicia for me? He calling me. One of those things, right? God calls us the Israelites. God calls us the Israelites. Now let me show you how we're supposed to dress. Right? 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. Listen up, sisters.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9.
Bring it out.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
All right. Hey, listen up, sisters. We apologize for all of that stuff that's going on. But this is how God says you're supposed to dress. Y'all listening? Read that again.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
God says that our women, our young ladies, are supposed to adorn themselves in modest apparel.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Listen, Hey, let me tell you, I want y'all to notice something. When this word comes out, the devil always comes and tries to stop the word.
Bring it
Bring it
out.
out.
Right? We're trying to give you the keys to success in life.
That's right.
And the devil always comes when the true gospel is being preached. The devil don't want that to come because the devil loves chaos and destruction.
That's right.
So, to my sisters here, God says this is how you're supposed to dress. Read.
With shamefacedness.
Start from the top.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So God says you're supposed to dress in modest apparel. Do you know what that means? It's okay if you don't. I'll let you know. So modest apparel is clothing that does not attract sexual attention.
Right.
Right? Like a flowy dress. I know y'all got flowy dresses.
Teach.
Skirts.
Bring it out.
Right.
And things like that, right? I know y'all got some, right? Come on now. So that's how God says you're supposed to dress.
Right.
When a woman dresses like that, it minimizes the sexual attention that she gets, right? It minimizes people wanting to deal with you for the wrong reasons.
That's right.
That's what it does, right? So that's how God says we're supposed to dress. And I promise you, all of those things that we said happens because of the way we're dressed, a lot of those things will become minimized.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.